Hi everyone, welcome to Faith and Yoga at St. Bartholomew's. I'm Dixie, I'm here with my husband Fred, Aaron Porter, and Glenn Gilbrecht to start this week's session of yoga. So Glenn, I'll ask you to get started with our gong. Feel the vibrations up here. As we prepare for Thanksgiving, we are going to have just a little bit of fun here with some traditional turkey riddles and jokes. So my three yogi helpers are prepared, each with a turkey riddle / joke. So I will ask Fred to come up first and get us started.
What happened when Tom Turkey stepped up to the plate? He hit a foul ball.
Turkey riddle number 2, Glenn.
Looking ahead to 2022, just how do you think turkeys drink a toast on New Year's Eve? With goblets.
Can you just imagine a turkey toast? Or turkey on toast? To all that I say cheers. And our last one, Aaron, come on up.
What's the difference between a turkey and an owl? A turkey doesn't give a hoot.
Thank you, helpers. I hope you got a hoot out of some of those riddles, and maybe you can use them with your festivities as you prepare for Thanksgiving. So, as we have been doing all through the month of November, we're calling this a grateful season. And we're reminded that our gratefulness to God for all things we have should be as natural for us as breathing. And I don't know if you all remember, but when we started the year 2021, I had a word that I used a lot, and that word was connect. And one of the things that we want to do, one of the goals in yoga that we have, is to connect our breath with the yoga movements. That's a big part of what yoga is all about. So we're going to connect our breath with yoga and also connect that breath with thankfulness today. So I'd like you to take just a moment and let yourself come to stillness here. Soften your jaw, let your shoulders relax a little bit. And if you are comfortable with just closing your eyes or softening your gaze, call to your mind one thing in particular in this season of gratefulness that is exceptionally important or special to you. And take just a moment to get your natural breath going. Letting yourself return to being more stiff or holding yourself. Once again, let your shoulders relax, your jaw and your brow, connecting your breath with a thought of thankfulness. And you can let your eyes open a little bit. Next breath, take a deepening breath in through your lungs. Holding that breath in just for a moment. And as you exhale through your nose, let your chin come to your chest. And once again, soften the shoulders and the neck area. Another big breath in and down. Okay. So I hope you all have an exceptional, special intention set for your practice today. And we're going to start off with our intentional walk, speaking of intention, 3 times around the mat. And remember, an intentional walk is when you go slow and put all areas of your foot down. So 3 times around, it's a great way to get our yoga practice started for the day. And once again, if you feel that you're holding yourself, in a stiff hold, let yourself relax and loosen your hands up a little bit too. Don't rush this. This is an important thing, to take this little bit of time for reflection and getting your body warmed up. Down the mat. And we're going to take our right hand and put it on our heart. Narrow out, zero in on that heartbeat. And just take a moment and feel that heartbeat. Take a breath in and let that left arm rise up. And now turn that left arm and let your gaze follow across. Another breath in here. And as you exhale, bring that left arm over. And put both arms down. Give them a little shake. Left arm comes up. Find that place over your heart where you can truly feel that beat. Zeroing in on that. Let that right arm rise up as you breathe in. And then take it over and back. Let your gaze follow and see your thumb. Take a breath in here. And bring your hand back over. And let your hands come down. We're going to do a little bit of a warm-up here, where we do a gentle bend of the knees. We'll let our arms come down, and then up. And as we breathe out, we want to swish. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, swish. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, swish. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, swish. And let's do this 10 more times, starting with this next time up. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one. And when you're down here, let yourself hang over here and just move around from side to side a little. And then slowly come up. And let's put our hands to heart here. Take a deep breath in. And exhale down. And we are warmed up now, so if your room was a little chilly, it's feeling better now. And just like the previous weeks, I had shown you how to create a little bit of energy. We're going to do that again today. So just a quick reminder here, and then we'll do it together. You breathe in Lift your arms up to your shoulder. Flip. Hands go down as you exhale. So that's your reminder. And let's get started. Breathe in. Flip. Breathe in. Flip. Breathe in. Flip. Now bring your hands out and slowly bring them in together. I feel it. So it creates some warmth. And while you're right there, make a little extra warmth. Rub your hands together. We're going to put our hands out in front of us here and do some ups and downs. And one more. And then some circles in each direction. And then the other. And then open your hands like they're starfish. And just push, just give them a push out. Take the left hand and gently pull this back. Let it go. And then switch hands. And then once again with the fist and just a few more wrist circles in each direction. And then the opposite way. And then let your hands come together in prayer hands and bring them back to your chest. Put your thumbs on your chest wall here and actually lift up, pulling your posture a little straighter. If you had started to slump a little, head would be like a string. And just take another big deep breath in. Holding just for a moment. Exhaling, let your chin come down and hands come down and give it a shake. And we're also going to warm up here with some of our swings from side to side. You do about 10 on each side for a total of 20. I think that'll get our middle warmed up. And then coming to stillness. As I've been telling you for the months of October and November, pulling back to those poses that are essential for any yoga class for completeness. They are the mountain pose, cat-cow, and also the tree pose for balance. So let's get our tree pose together. So if you need to step off your mat, go ahead. Feet should be about hip distance apart. We're going to get strong and grounded into that left leg. The toes of the right come up, turn them out to the right, to the side, and then find your place that you like it to be, along with your focal point. Hands come to heart center. And when you feel ready, hands go up. Trees are still beautiful in this area of St. Bartholomew's. Just can't get enough of it. Trees are looking good here in the studio too. Bring your hands back to heart center and let yourself come down. And once again, do a little swing from side to side. Okay, once again, moving your legs a little bit, getting strong into that right foot. Toes come up, left legs go out, hands are at heart center. Find your favorite position. Just don't put your foot on your nose. Well, maybe only Fred could do that. Don't put it on your knee. And find your focal point. When you're ready, arms go up. Beautiful. It's a great little forest we've got here in the St. Bartholomew's Yoga Studio today. And the sun is shining. All is well. I'm grateful for all of this. And they are holding their trees strong. When you're ready, let it come down. It feels so good when you can hold it and it's balanced. Just when your life is balanced, it makes it a lot better. Stepping back on the mat. And once again, we're going to continue with a little bit of arm work here. So inhale and let your arms go up. Let your right hand reach over. Take a hold of that left wrist and gently pull it to the left side for a bend. And then let that right hand drop down and let your gaze look down at these fingers. And let that arm come back up again. And let your torso come back to center. This time, left hand takes the right wrist and pull over in the other direction. Gaze looks up at these fingers or the ceiling. Let that left hand drop down and let your gaze follow the fingers down there. Next breath, lift that hand back up. We're standing here in our mountain pose. I need to adjust my feet a little bit, maybe you do too, for tall mountain here. Stretch your arms up. That right one up a little bit farther. The left one up. Now both. And let your hands come together and interlace. Flip your fingers over so knuckles are to your head. And let's do a turn to the right. A turn to center. And a turn to the left. Coming back to center. If your back allows it, let yourself lean back and let your gaze look up. And gently rock from side to side here. And then straighten your back up and bring your head back to center. Let your fingers come and then bring them down. You should be feeling some energy moving around in those arms with the blood changing their circulation. And bring it back down to the side. And give it a little shake. And then just a few more things here. We're going to bring those arms back up again. Bring them to a T. We're going to turn to the right. Back to center. To the left. Back to center again. Hands come to heart center. See if you can bring back to mind that first intention of what you were grateful for when we started our practice today. Taking a moment to revisit that thought. And once again, taking a breath in and letting it go out. Another breath in and out. Let your chin come to chest. And let your hands drop. And let's prepare for our first down dog of today's practice. So if you need to loosen up a little bit more before we head on down to the mat here, get yourself ready. Bend at the waist, let your hands come down. Bend your knees if you need to get there, and step back. And we're in down dog here. Let yourself move your legs a little. Getting strong. Going forward and backwards here. A little bit of side to side. And when you feel ready, let yourself come forward into plank position. We'll hold our plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your knees come down and give yourself a wag of the tail from side to side. We're going to keep our left knee where it is, and we're going to bring that right leg forward and have our hands on either side as we do a low lunge here. Stretching forward. Toes can either be flexed like this with the toes on there, or you can have toenails on, whichever is on the mat, whatever is more comfortable for you. I think this is better for me right now. Letting yourself stretch. And then bringing your hands up on your knees. for a deeper stretch. And if you feel ready to let your arms come up, breathing in, gaze is looking up. Bring your hands back to heart center. Take a breath here. As you exhale, let your chin come to chest. And return your hands to your knee. This time we're going to open up that right arm to the side and that left arm as well, opening up this way. Taking a breath in, bringing hands to heart center, and turning and going in the other direction, opening up to this side, to the left side. Take a breath in, hands come to heart center. Hands on knee. And let's put that leg back where it was, back behind us. And let's switch a little bit from side to side, wag your dog. Right knee remains on the mat. Left foot comes forward. Hands are on either side. And let's stretch that leg out. And once again, toes can be lifted up here or they can be flat on the mat. Whatever feels best for you. And let yourself go from side to side too. And when you feel ready, you can bring your hands here to your leg. Take a breath in and down. And if you feel ready, you can lift your hands and your gaze looks up. Bring hands back to heart center. Take a breath in. Bring your chin to chest as you exhale. Hands come back down to your knee. Let's open up to the right. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring your hands come to heart center. Next breath in, take a turn to the left. Breathe in, hands to heart center. And good job, good job. Let your hands come back down as we take that leg behind us. And I'll meet you on your mat, on your belly, in that supine position, just like this. Get yourself comfortable. And once again, move your spine from side to side. Toes can be pressed into the mat, or if you need to have them stretched a little bit, if you're getting cramps, that's okay too. But just take a moment here. Breathing in and down. Next breath in, pretend you're pushing a peanut away and lift up by using the muscles in your back for cobra. Looking straight ahead. Now turn to your right. Back to center, to your left, back to center, and see if you can bring up a little bit more if your back allows it. As you exhale, let your hands fold in front of you and let your forehead rest on that as you relax for a moment. Maybe you want to move your feet a little bit. Next breath, let's push up to tabletop. So in tabletop, you want to have shoulders over wrists. You want to have your hands spread wide like starfish. Your hips should be right over your knees. You should be able to look back and not see your toes. And give yourself a little bit of a wag here from side to side as we prepare for cat-cow. So as you breathe in, let your belly drop and your gaze looks up for cow. As you exhale, draw your navel into your spine and arch your back up as you push away for cat. And then we'll do 3 more of each in your own time. Breathing in for cow. Exhaling for cat. And then just let your tail wag a little bit more. And I'll meet you right here on the mat. I'm going to loosen up our hips a little bit. So by that I mean, let's grasp and cradle. I'm going to start with my left one, our left leg. And let's do about 10 rotations in each direction. When you have that completed, you can put that leg back down and switch over to the other side. When you're ready, thinking about gratitude and how grounding an experience and humbling an experience gratitude can be when you're very thankful for the things in your life and the things God has provided for you. I told Fred this morning, I said, here we are on this beautiful day heading out to this wonderful job of mine, of ours, bringing yoga, and I have gratitude for my helpers, which I express to them. I hopefully they know how much we really appreciate everything they do for us. So for Aaron and Glenn, again, thank you. Expressing the gratitude. So grounding. Feet are flat on the floor. We're coming into our tortoise position. The right hand goes up, sweeps down around that ankle. Pull it in where it's close and comfortable for you. Left arm goes up and around. Grab that ankle and pull it in there. This is a very grounding pose. And if it feels good, if you hear the music and feel a little bit of movement or with the music too, there's nothing wrong with that. A little bit of movement from side to side. Check in with your posture though, that is important. And we'll hold just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. You can let your feet come together so the soles of your feet are together. And let's pull them in towards us for cobbler position or butterfly. And let your legs go up and down here. They should be loosened up pretty good now and be feeling like it's not so hard. And let your back be straight. See if you can connect your breath with your movements here. And just a few more moments here in butterfly. Getting the benefit out of that stretch. And then you can release that. And we'll switch over and get our stretching done for our south position. So, sitting on the mat, feet are out in front of you. They are flexed. Check in with your position. It's important to take a moment to check your spine alignment and your head. Take a breath and let your arms go up. Give it a good stretch up. As you exhale, let your hands reach for your toes, wherever they may be. And hold just for a moment here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, see if you can deepen a little bit more. Next breath, let your arms come up. And as you exhale, one more time, reach forward. Next breath, see if you can deepen. And then you can release and come up. We're going to bend our right knee, putting the sole of the foot on the mat, bringing it in towards our chest here. Left arm comes around and hugs that leg, and bring your right hand around, place it on the mat, and look around over that right shoulder. Taking a breath in and out. One more breath in and out. And then you can release. Let that leg come down and do the same with the other side. Bring it in. Right arm comes around and holds that leg in place. Left arm swings out and around. Take a breath in and out. Another breath in and out. Relax and come back. Well, Fred has come up with a flow that he would like to share with you today.